Good morning, everyone. I am Jamie, and I'll be taking over ITA's Instagram account to show you a day in the life of my life in Ho Chi Minh City. I have been here for about 7 months. My partner and I moved here on December 1st from New York and Boston, respectively, which is just about 2 months before COVID hit. So perfect timing, really. But our time in Vietnam has been really nothing short of remarkable. We're so happy to be here. Vietnam has done such an incredible job, and we're really glad to be here during such a tumultuous time. So I will get started. I'll show you my apartment in just a minute, and yeah, looking forward to showing you guys around today. So here is the entrance to our apartment. When you come in, we have a key area, a leash area, shoe rack, and then we come into the main part of the apartment. So we live in a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's a pretty sizable 1-bedroom. That is Hank Mardukas, our dog. He came with us from the United States. So if you have any questions about pets, please send us a message. We have a nice balcony. It's pretty quiet for the most part where we live. We live in District 2, but we don't live in the hip, fancy area of District 2. So everything came fully furnished. We really lucked out in the way that we had literally everything we could possibly need. We have 2 burners on our stove, a ton of cabinets. We brought 7 suitcases here, and all of them are able to be stored. And as I was saying, the most elusive find in Southeast Asia is an oven. Very rare to find here. We do have our own washer, no dryer, which is pretty common, but we do have a great drying area. And then I'll show you the bedroom. We have a nice TV. We brought our Apple TV from home. We have a good bathroom. Our bathroom isn't huge. It has one of the half glass, which mostly keeps the water in. Nice sink area. And then the bedroom. We have a great bedroom, nice big bed. There's a reading nook, tons of sunlight. Most places don't come with bureaus, which I'm used to in the United States, but they all have massive wardrobes. And that is actually where all of our suitcases are situated. And then lastly, we have a little reading desk area here. It's a pretty sizable place. Even as you can see, we have a ton of additional storage over here as well. I just posted a breakdown of our expenses. So everything is per person per month. Now, of course, we're splitting the cost of a 1-bedroom, so that would be ×2 if you lived alone. We have a discount right now due to COVID, so our apartment is normally a few $100s more expensive. I think we might move after the discount is up. It is definitely a renter's market here, so a lot of the apartments are discounted. And if you don't have pets, or if you're willing to have roommates, apartments are significantly cheaper. If you want to live alone and you do have a pet, your options are a little bit more limited, but overall, we've found it to be a fairly pet-friendly place here in Ho Chi Minh City. Hank Mardukas! Hank Mardukas! Currently at a cafe in Tao Dien, the expat district here in District 2, and just coming to get some work done, have a coffee, do some writing before I teach this afternoon. So we just got back from the cafe, which I showed you a couple of videos of because it's super cute. And then we went to one of our favorite bamboche places in the city. And when we got there, we discovered that they had actually torn down their building. So I gave you a little preview of the alley that they're now situated down. The last place that I showed was one of my favorite desserts so far in Vietnam, which is grilled bananas. So it's bananas, sticky rice, and coconut milk. I'm going to show you what it looks like after the fact. It looks gross and tastes amazing. Super delicious, but looks not as appetizing. So I just finished teaching my first of only 2 classes today. Thursdays are usually a little bit light for me. I primarily teach my bulk of classes Saturday and Sunday, and then teach between 2 on the lower end and upwards of 8 classes Monday through Thursday. So I take Fridays off. So I'll show you a little bit of my makeshift online teaching setup right here. So I actually teach sitting on the floor on a stack of pillows just because it's easier and I'm out of the way. I have a ring light, some printed out helpers, a whiteboard, a little baggie of props. I don't use a lot of props. I know some online teachers do. I like to keep it fairly low maintenance, and that's it. A laptop, headphones, and my trusty TA, Hank Mardukas, who stays with me for every single class. I teach online with VIPKID. On lower weeks, I teach about 30 classes. On higher weeks, I teach upwards of 50 classes a week. I have been able to maintain a fairly steady stream of bookings so far in my 6 months with VIPKID. When I first got to Vietnam, I was teaching at a language center in person, but the language center closed for quite a while during COVID, and my online teaching really picked up. So when the language center reopened, I decided not to go back because I really do enjoy the flexibility of being able to teach online. My partner Tony teaches all of his classes in person, and he actually just left to go teach a class, so he's going to take some video of his classes and what it looks like for him. The ability of being able to teach online. My partner Tony teaches all of his classes in person, and he actually just left to go teach a class, so he's going to take some video of his classes and what it looks like for him. A major perk of the building that we have and of living in a big apartment complex is this incredible pool. And right back there, all the way to the back, is the gym as well. I come down here about 3 or 4 times a week. This is my partner Tony. This is who I moved here with and who I keep referring to in the we form. Tony, say hello.
Hello. Okay, I've just arrived at my IELTS speaking club in District 10 here in Ho Chi Minh City, which is quite a ways away from District 2 where we live.
Okay, this is the outside of the building of my IELTS club I was mentioning before. The company is called ILP Vietnam, and as you approach the side of the building, you can see that for some reason over the last few months they decided to put my face, of all things, on the side of this building.
The moral of this story is if you take a TEFL course and get certified and move to another country, they might put your face on the side of the building to promote the school, the club.
What I keep getting is, how did we get our dog here? There's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork, and flying in cargo was not an option for us. It took a lot of preparation. So I think if you have questions, I'm going to post our personal Instagram. Just shoot us a message and I can run you through the process, because it's a lot to answer in an Instagram story, and it really varies by country and where you decide to go. So just send us a message. Have we been able to save a lot of money? The answer varies greatly between us. I started teaching online right in the middle of COVID in Southeast Asia, not in the United States. So yes, I have been able to save quite a bit of money. Have you, Tony?
Nope.
Tony teaches in person, so therefore he didn't get to work for quite a while. So the answer is no for Tony. things are getting back to normal here, so we are finally both starting being able to save money. Is one thing that we wish we brought or that we're happy we're brought, somebody asked. The two things that I'm most happy is we brought a number of electronics and extension cords and surge protectors and all different adapters. So happy that we brought that, and I'm so happy I brought my Kindle. I do wish that I brought with me more online teaching materials and a ring light, because that has proved more difficult to find here in Ho Chi Minh City. We moved to Ho Chi Minh City.
A lot of reasons. One, it's a really central location. If you want to fly out to other countries or travel, it's great. Two, the food. The cuisine is unbelievable here. Any kind of food in the world you would want, you can get here. And the job market, it's really a job-saturated market.
I will add on to that, the cost of living is incredible. It's a massive city. Any creature comforts, Western style that you might want, you can generally find here. And there's a massive community. So if you need to make a sewing circle, if you want to be a swing dancer, if you want to learn Spanish, if you want to learn Vietnamese, you can find that here as well.
Great people here.
Yeah, amazing people, great community. Travel with your partner.
Really good in the sense that you have a partner and a support system to help you through the turmoil of living in a new country, finding a new job, new culture, meeting new people, etc.
A pandemic.
A pandemic doesn't help. Relationships are hard in any country. This situation is also hard, but I'm glad we're doing it together.
Yeah, it's we've traveled together before, so nothing is new to us, but we are both solo travelers, so it's been really nice to have a partner to do things, somebody to make decisions with, somebody to split the research with, plan vacations with. It's been really nice. Overall, we can't complain. On learning to drive a scooter.
I did learn to drive a scooter and drive one every day.
Yeah, I drove one for a week. It didn't work out for me. Stay tuned for the blog post about that.
It was real bad.
Yeah. That's it for us. If you have any other questions, I'm going to link our Instagram account, so just reach out anytime. I know I had 1,000 questions when I was prepping to move here. And please, dog people, pet people, just reach out to us. I'll walk you through the process. Hank says goodbye, and thanks for spending the day with us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.